Coach, your thoughts on the game?
Well, like a replay of the last game we played down, the double overtime game, and it's very similar to the way the game played out. I thought we were in good shape in regulation. I thought we were in good shape in the end of the first overtime. But we probably, my hindsight, probably should have fouled. I talked to my assistants about it. Probably should have fouled. We were 3 up. I think there was 16 seconds left. I was worried that our guys might foul too early. Probably should have fouled on that play, put him on the line. Also wanted, in my mind, I was going to put Keith Hornsby on Justin, and I didn't do it. So there's 2 mistakes on the coach. And because I think Keith would have made him drive it. Keith would have crowded and made him drive it. Not that Damon, Damon. He gives a tough shot. I mean, he's out and he ends up and he makes a 3. Had to do it over. I'd probably foul. We got to give them credit for hanging in there and executing, staying with their game plan. And when they were down late in the game, there were several plays. Q misses a free throw and he doesn't know when his free throws. Right, Q? And he apologized to us and make the next. And then he made 2 more that put his 3 up in the first overtime. So. And it just didn't go in. We didn't make shots like we normally do. I mean, we got out rebounded by a large margin. To still be there at the end to win the game, I thought spoke volumes of the guys and how hard they were trying to win the game.
Coach, and the players, when Anderson hit that 3 in the first overtime, was there like a collective letdown on the team, or? Yeah,
and I spent the time out just wasn't any strategy. I was just trying to pick them back up. We got to go. We got to play. We got 4 minutes. We got to. It's tough when that happens, and it happened at the end of the regulation, really, and it happened again where they tied in both situations. So, and we just had, when they came to the bench, I could tell they were walking their head down, and it was a tie game. It's an overtime game, so we hadn't lost the game, but we had to try to pick them back up and get them to play, and then we couldn't muster enough courage in the second overtime to get it done. Coach,
thank you.
Coach, you want to start off? Some thoughts, and then we'll open it up.
I'm a happy guy. Again, you had like a clash of the Titans. You got 2 of the storied programs. Teams have been ranked nationally for the last decade, playing against each other. A lot of people at the beginning of that game were thinking, "Hey, this team is sloppy." You saw 2 teams playing great defense. 2 teams playing great defense. That makes for bad shots. A lot of people don't recognize that. We came out and defended them very well. They defended us. Then also the emotion of the beginning of the game. A lot of times you're too high when a game starts. You have to settle down. I think both teams settled down and gave us one of the outstanding games in certainly this tournament history, but one of the outstanding games in this area.
Coach, could you talk about Tyrone Johnson? He was clutch in the last few minutes of that game.
One of the things that bothers me a lot of times is a lot of guys get overlooked. For McDonald's All-American, for Jordan All-American. And what happens, he's one of those guys that's been overlooked a little bit. He's not a little bit, a lot. He's one of the best guards in the country. We went to him throughout the game. He kept control. Think about how many times people tried to press us. Okay, he can't press us because he makes great decisions. Okay, he's established himself as one of the best guards in the country. Down the stretch, the ball was in his hands, the game was in his hands, and that's the way we wanted it.
Tyler, you struggled for most of the game, but you had a big 3 in that second overtime. Could you talk about the momentum that kind of gave your team?
Yes, I mean, my teammates were just telling me to keep shooting. I mean, every shooter has his bad nights. Coach, staff, and teammates just telling me to keep shooting. And I knew that it was my time to shoot, and I was wide open. I believe Tyrone kicked it. But no, Justin kicked it, and I set my feet and shot it and went in.